welcome back. This is Amy, and today is Thursday. And today I am going to try and continue with Thursdays as a booktube video. My shirt, I'm hot. It's hot. I had a lot to do today. I did grocery pickups, I had a doctor's appointment, we got kitties gone wild outside. It's just a mess. I'm hot. I'm on my second cup of Diet Pepsi because I really need it. And yes, it is a Buddy the Elf cup I'm using. Smiling is my favorite. Anywho, again, like I said, welcome back. Today is book talk. Well, you know, YouTube is it's book talk all the time. But today, in this video, we have I have a book unhaul. I have 10 books I'm going to unhaul. And I'm hoping, well, I don't know, my ear itches, sorry. I'll probably have a book unhaul a month until I've gone through all my books. So I know I'm going to have one next month because I haven't gone through them all. I mean, there's still a stack that I'm planning on unhauling that I'm re-going through to make sure, because I think there's a couple in there I've decided I'm going to keep that I actually like enough to keep. But yeah, so coming back at you on Thursdays. I hope. It was the first day. I didn't want to miss it. I was so tired. I'm tired. And excuse me. And I was trying to do this video yesterday to have it uploaded this morning. That didn't work out. And then I had some errands to run in the morning. I got back in the afternoon, and now I'm here, and it's like just after 3 o'clock. My dogs are barking. Anywho, let's see if I can get this closer. Okay, wow, that's closer, huh? Yeah. Anywho, we're back. I can scoop. Okay, now that's sitting on a pile of books. So we're gonna see. Hopefully, that doesn't fall over. There may be a oh shoots moment if that does, and then there'll be like a cut, and we'll come back. I'm afraid that's how Thursdays is gonna go. Anywho, so we got the book unhaul. I don't have my glasses. This is gonna be so a little bit about what I want to do on Thursday. I call it book talk, but like I said, Tuesday's is book talk too. It's about books. So anyway, but I like calling it book talk. I'm just gonna I don't know. I'm just not really much different than Tuesdays, except for maybe I might, if there's a specific some books coming out that I'm anticipating, or I want to talk about say like a reading update about what I'm reading. I will go over some books that I want to read this month. I've started out a little different now. Instead of just doing like a TBR like usual, I just pick some books because the last few months I've been having trouble getting through those books. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick, I have my little fancy smancy planner, and I have my little fancy smancy book list note card I've created for the months. I've picked out some books, so like I have up to 12 listed on the well, I have a number 1 through 12. There might not be 12 books, but I call it my list of book possibilities. That way I'm going to choose from this list of books instead of just like trying to get through my TBR and I get distracted. And right now I'm being distracted by my dog is barking and I have to go check. So just a second. Okay, I think they're barking at the cats. I got cat problems. We're not going to go into it because this isn't cat talk. It's book talk. But just bear with me. Say some prayers. And we'll move. You probably can't hear that, but Daisy's barking again. And it's not quiet. Just a moment of silence. It's the cats. I don't know. Okay, we're back. Heidi ho, neighbor. You know where that's from. Or maybe you don't. I got some more ice for my drink, too. I don't know. I shut my door. Maybe we can ignore Daisy. And probably not. I keep moving this, but I just know. I'm going to knock it over. Anyway. Book talk. So I have a list of books I've kind of went through, and I'm going to have kind of like a theme for the month. So this is May. So I've just started this in May, and we're going to see how it goes. Hopefully it'll go well. Hopefully I can get through some books, more books. Like April, I just finished the guest list, and I have an hour left. After this, I have to finish listening to Pet Sematary. So I only have the 2 books that I read in April, but that's okay. At least I've read something. I mean, that's my goal, is at least get through and read something to keep me reading and not, I don't want to get in a slump. I mean, I was in a slump for too many years. I don't really want to go through reading block like I did, because I enjoy reading, and it's a good it helps keep the memory working, and well, although a lot of times I say I don't remember, but anyway, we have a little little brain flow going on, thinking. It's a lot of thinking. So anyway, so hopefully this list, so like with May, I got to get my glasses without knocking everything over. Hi. Okay, here we go. And I know the dogs are at the door, but we're going to ignore them. Okay. So my May book list, so I said there's going to be a theme for the months. So May's theme will be mothers. Mother, since Mother's Day is coming up this month, but I also have my dad's birthday, my sister's birthday, but we're doing the theme Mother's Day. They're not going to be upset about that. And then there's Memorial Day. But anyway, so I have it in my little planner, and then so some of the possibilities I'll just go over really quick. And I have either these are on the Libby app as the ebook, or an audio book, or I have the physical book, or I've gotten the physical book from the library. So those are the, I know I keep making you closer to me. Maybe you don't want to be that close. Maybe I'm just weird. Okay. I'm trying to move my table closer, but yeah, I forget that the camera's there, and I don't need you that close. Okay, so the books I have listed, so there's actually 11 books I have written down. And like I said, this is a list of possibilities, so it's going to be like my TBR, but I'm not necessarily going to promise that I'm going to get through every single one. But I feel like I needed a little pile to choose from, instead of just like I get sidetracked when I look on Libby and then there's another book available that I want to read or listen to, and then I put that one in the pile, and then I don't get to the book that's in the physical pile. So yeah, so that's how it's been going, and that's the reason I only have 2 books I read in April. So maybe I'm already listening to one on audio for this month. I started last night actually, but The Mother-in-Law by Sally Hepworth. And then I have the audio of that on hold through the Libby app. And then the next one is Founding Mothers by Cokie Roberts. Yeah, I said Cokie, Cokie. So I do have in my mix of books now, I'm putting some nonfiction, hopefully. And they're mostly nonfiction usually is going to be, for me, is going to be like history books, and that's what that is. Founding Mothers. It's about the women at the time of the American Revolution, or right before or after, but like they have the founding fathers, it's the wives, the mothers, whatever, but it's called Founding Mothers, and it's a history book of the American Revolution era. And it has a list of different women and, their roles and the things they were doing at the time. And I've read this book previously. It's just a reread, but I have it on audio. I got it on audio through Libby is where I'm listening to it. And so it's been several years since I read it. I actually used it as one of my my research books for my thesis for my college graduation paper we had to write. That we had to write a thesis to graduate, a history major. Anyway, moving on. My Mother's Secret. Now, like I said, I might not get through all these, but My Mother's Secret, J.L. Witterick. This is if I remember, I think it was World War II era. I don't have that on hold or anything right now. It was just something I came across that looked interesting. Mother-Daughter Murder Night. That, we're going to have to move the camera. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Mother-Daughter Murder Night. I heard another booktuber do a review on this one, and it sounded interesting to me, and actually my library had it. So I just picked it up today from my library. It's actually a large print, but that's okay because I can't see without my glasses very well anymore anyway. So, yeah. And that's backwards, but we'll fix it. Yeah. So that looked fun. So yeah, got that one today. We'll be starting that one. And, I don't know. And that one, and so also I'm going to pick a book of the month. So that one actually I picked to be the book of the month. What that book of the month means, I have no idea. I don't have like a Patreon or anything like that or a reading group. It's just me personally picking a book of the month that sounds interesting or I'm highly anticipate reading or was really, excited about. This one sounded really good and I thought it would make a good, and it has the theme mother in it. I just thought it would make a good book of the month. So it is. That was Nina Simon. Simon or Simone? I think it's Simon. And then the next one is The Other Mothers by Catherine Faulkner. I think this is a group of nannies or something. It's a murder mystery thriller. And then this one, and that one I don't have on, I don't have a hold on that one or anything. It was going to be several months, so I don't know if I'm going to get to it or not. Mother's Day Murder. Now that is a cozy mystery by Tonya Kappas. Tanya. And this one actually is available through YouTube. Has audiobooks sometimes you can find, and I found this audiobook on YouTube, so I'll be able, I think and that's only, I think that audiobook is only like maybe 5 hours, 6 hours, so maybe I can listen to that on Mother's Day. And then this is another nonfiction history book. It's called Susan, Linda, Nina, and Cokie, the same name as the lady who wrote Founding Mothers that I'm reading, by Lisa Napoli. So this is about the women who are behind helping start up NPR, the NPR news radio or radio station, something like that. So I found that interesting. And then now these next three I've had on my TBR for the last 2 months, and I just put them on here just in case. So there's A Flicker in the Dark, Women Talking, and All the Missing Girls. And you can refer back to my last few TBRs if you want to know about those. And those, I have those physical books. But so the one previously, the Susan, Linda, Nina, and Cokie, I have the ebook on hold. It's an ebook on hold through the Libby app. And then these ones I just said, I have the physical book. And so, also in May, I'm a big Star Wars fan. So May 4th is May the 4th be with you, everybody. It's not an official government holiday, unfortunately. I wish it was, but it's not. But I did find a Star Wars story in line with the Star Wars movies, but I haven't read any like Star Wars books. So I thought it would be interesting to try to start a Star Wars book on that day. It's a Star Wars story, and it's supposed to be a story that is written after the Return of the the Return of the Jedi. So in between the Return of the Jedi and then the Force Awakens, the story is supposed to be in that time frame. So I thought that was interesting, and that one I do have available right now. It's an ebook through Libby. So those are the possibilities for the my May book TBR, book list possibilities TBR, whatever you want to call it. But I lost my notes. Yeah, so there's that. So let's I'm gonna just show you the book haul so I don't forget, because if I go on and get sidetracked on all these other topics, then you know we're gonna forget why we're here. And officially it's supposed to be for the book unhaul. So here we go. So the first book I have is called Rogue Angel. Now this one, I believe I got it off eBay. I don't know if I got it by itself or I got it with other books, but it sounded interesting at the time. I just haven't got to it, and I'm probably not going to get to it. It's called, Rogue Angel by Rogue Angel Destiny. I don't know if that's part of the, let's open it up. It just says Rogue Angel. Maybe it's a series. I don't remember. But it's about an archaeologist and explorer, Anja Creed. Yeah. But it's seen by Alex Archer. So it sounds like it's a very I'm thinking it was like a kind of a fantasy, like it had to do with some magic and exploring old well, it says an ancient order tied to the Vatican, a blood fortune buried in the caves of France, a conspiracy of power, greed, and darkest evil. Archaeologist and explorer Anja Creed's fascination with the myths and mysteries of the past leads her to a crypt in the caves of France, where the terrifying legend of the beast of, oh my lord, that wasn't it. Beast of Gevaudan hints at the unimaginable. What she discovers is shattering, an artifact that will seal her destiny, a brotherhood of monks willing to murder to protect their secret, and a powerful black market occultist desperate to put his own claim to centuries-old blood money. I swear her name is Anja, Annja, Anja. Embarks on a high-tension race across Europe and history itself, intent on linking the unholy treachery of the ages with the staggering revelations of the present. But she must survive the shadow figures determined to silence her threat to their existence. Okay. So yeah, sounds very interesting. I just I can't get to it right now. I can't. Oops. I don't know where I'm putting all these. This is gonna be like that stacking game that you pull those links out and try not to topple the tower. Jenga. Yeah, this is with the books. The next one is P.D. James, the Murder Room. It's a mystery. I think it's set in, I don't know what year it's supposed to be set in. It's a British English, Hampstead. It's Commander Adam Daglish. In a museum that has a murder room that celebrates notorious crimes committed in the interwar years. He's called to investigate the killing of one of the trustees. Okay? So it's like a detective murder mystery series. And the next one is Aragon by Christopher Paolini. I got this one I think first came out, and I think I got it because it was one of Oprah's book club book picks, and I wanted to read it, but never got around to it. And I don't read a lot of fantasy type things, although it has a nice little cute little dragon on the front. I thought sure, but I'm not I don't read a lot of fantasy. I am a big Star Wars fan, and I like those types of things, but reading, not so much. I gotta take a drink. I am parched. So, how's your day going? It's Thursday. I hope it went well. Better than mine. Tell you what, that second cup of Diet Pepsi is just really hitting the spot right now with some ice in it. Oh, it's like, I don't need beer. Diet Pepsi's it. Onward and upward with the book Unhaul. Barbara Kingsolver, The Poisonwood Bible. Again, Oprah's book club pick that I didn't get to. Obviously, there's the sticker. It sounded interesting. I did clean these off. They've been sitting around. They got a little dusty. It's about wife, 4 daughters of Nathan Price, a fierce evangelical Baptist who takes his family on a mission to the Belgian Congo in 1959. There you go. It sounded great when Oprah explained it. And so I bought it, never got to it. You know, one of these days, when I catch up on all the reads that I want to read, when I'm 110, before I die, I'll go back around and start picking off the ones that I said I was going to come back to. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, so stick around. 110, that's I'm 54, so that's probably the way it's going to go is in a few years. That's how the time has been going by, honestly. Next one, Diana Gabaldon. I can never say her name right. Diana. Outlander. I heard about the show. I've seen little clips of the show. Seems like it would be something that I would like. I would enjoy. And so I got the first book, and didn't get to it. I know a lot of people, and this one I didn't take really good care of. It got a little water splash on it, so some of the pages are rippled. But other than that, it looks, and it's a nice floppy book. Don't you just love those? I do. I do. I probably got this at Goodwill. It's going back to Goodwill. But yeah, it's the Outlander first one. I just didn't get to it. It is a thick book. I am trying to get to the, what's the one? The other popular Game of Thrones. Yeah, I have that book. I want to read that one. I'm more interested in that one right now than I am the Outlander. So that's my paperbacks that I'm unloading. They're gonna fall. Okay, let's stack it. Okay, so for some hardbacks here. Now I've had this one. I'm kind of debating on if I'm going to give this one up or not, but I think I am. I debated on it too long, and I think it needs to get off my shelf at the moment. It's The Lost World by Michael Crichton. I love the Jurassic Park movies, and yeah, that's the reason I got this one. But don't remember where I got it. Could have been Barnes & Noble bargain book. But just didn't get to it. Everybody knows Jurassic Park, right? Yeah. This next one, I believe it was a Barnes & Noble bargain book I got. The Leopard's Prey by Suzanne Arruda. A Jade Del Cameron mystery. So that says it all right there. And it looks like it's like in Africa or something because it looks like a cheetah. And I think it says that she helping the Perkins and Daly Zoology Company collect wild animals for zoos in the States. I kind of don't like that. I mean, I get we have zoos and it's kind of preserving the animals, but then there's a whole debate. I'm not gonna I'm not going there. I'm too tired. Has her lassoing zebras, chasing down a rhinoceros, and posing as bait for a leopard. That's probably, is that a leopard? I don't know. I want to say cheetah, but I don't. Honestly, I don't know. But the real danger begins when Jade's friends Madeline and Neville Thompson find the body of a local merchant on their coffee growing plantation. Well, there's another reason I liked it, because they're growing coffee. I love coffee. Love it. Oh shoot, I forgot to get coffee pods today. That's okay. I have a lot of ground coffee. I just got to make a big pot at once instead of using the little cups. Anyway, side note. Anyway, they find some guy murdered on their coffee, and she's probably going to get hired to find out who did it. And the second one is actually a James Patterson one that I'm giving up, but it's not one of the ones I'm interested in collecting. It is a hardback. I don't know that it's the first one, but it's the Maximum Ride series. I did read the first couple, I forget what it's called. I want to say it was When the Wind Blows and the Lake House, something like that. And then they went off into the Maximum Ride series, had their own little series. And yeah, oh, I was so right. When the Wind Blows and the Lake House. Oh, it's rare that I can remember correctly on a book series. But yeah, so I'm really, it's more of a young adult, I think, type of series, and I'm just not feeling it. And I have other series that he writes that I love way more. So like the Women's Murder Club is like my first love series from him, and then I like the Alex Cross, and then there's been some others that came up after that I like. So not that those two other books that I read, they were good, I liked them. I'm not interested in getting into that series at this time. And this is another one that writer that has a series of books with a book character. It's Tailspin by Catherine Coulter. I did read it. It's an FBI thriller. I love that stuff. I mean, forensics, FBI, just, oh man, that's my jam. There's Catherine. I don't know how old that picture is, but anyway. Yeah, I read a couple of hers in this series. This FBI agent, I believe it's the same person, Jackson Crown, is flying a renowned psychiatrist, Dr. Timothy McLean, back to Washington, D.C. to protect him and discover who's trying to kill him. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I thought there was somebody else. Oh, yeah, there is. Oh, Lord. The same morning, Agents Savage and Sherlock are told about Agent Crown's Mayday sent from deep Appalachian Mountains near somewhere in Kentucky. I think it's the Savage and Sherlock characters, or unless it was another character. But anyway, she has these FBI characters, and like I said, I know at least 2, probably 3 of those, and I did enjoy them. But again, it's like I have other series if I'm going to collect. Now my eye itches. I'd rather make room on my shelf for those, but it doesn't mean that I wouldn't read any more of hers. You know, I can get those through the library or whatever. But yeah, I like them. And this one, the last one, is Pearl of China by An Chi Min. Oh my God, I think I said that right. This is the best-selling author of Red Azalea and Empress Orchid. Probably got this. So when I was going to community college and getting my AA degree in my history, I was taking a lot of, I did like, when you go to like community college before you go to university, you usually take a lot of your basic stuff. So when you get to university, you don't have to, you get into more your upper class type classes. And I sound really educated, don't I? Whatever. I'm Amy, okay? This is just how I go. Um, I had quite a few classes on Chinese history, Chinese civilization, and so I was probably found this. I probably found this at Barnes and Noble, the bargain shelf again. Um, and because I had taken the Chinese history and stuff like that, I probably was interested in this because I knew something about what they were talking about. And now it's been a while, and I do remember some or a lot of my Chinese history, but I couldn't give a lecture on it right now. We'd have to make notes. But this is a small town, southern China, of Qinghai. Okay, we're not even going to pronounce this because it's not even going to be right. It's a small southern Chinatown. Okay. In the last days of the 19th century, two young girls bump heads and become thick as thieves. Willow is the only child of a destitute family. Pearl is a headstrong daughter of a zealous Christian missionaries. She will grow up to become... Oh, maybe that's why I got it. Pearl is a headstrong daughter of a zealous Christian missionary. She will grow up to become Pearl S. Buck, the Nobel Prize-winning writer and activist. Okay, that's... Yeah. If you don't know who Pearl S. Buck, just Google. She wrote, oh, shoots. She wrote a famous book. It's like a literary classic. And I can't think of it. I'll have to Google and add it up on the screen. But for now, she's just a girl, embraced by her blonde hair and enchanted by her new Chinese friend. So it looks like the friendship between these two and their lives and what happens. That seems interesting. I still gonna unhaul it, but just in case you're, interested in that, Pearl of China. So that's about, and I think this is fiction, so it might be just a fiction story written about kind of the real people. Yeah. Mao's a repressive new regime. So, yeah, there's, looks like the Chinese Cultural Revolution history in here. And it says the author, An Chi Min, was born in Shanghai in 1957 during the Cultural Revolution. She was ordered to denounce Pearl S. Buck as an American imperialist. That's not nice. At 17, Min was sent to a labor collective where a talent scout from Madame Mao's Shanghai film studio recruited her to work as an actress in propaganda films. Min moved to the United States in 1984. Her first book, the memoir Red Azalea, became an international bestseller. She has also published 5 previous novels. Empress Orchid, The Last Empress, set during the last years of the Imperial China, and Catherine, Becoming Madame Mao, and Wild Ginger, set during the Cultural Revolution and its aftermath. Her books have been translated into 32 languages. Okay, so those seem interesting. Those I might pick back up on an ebook or an audiobook or something if they are. But that's why I got this book and I didn't get to it. But that, my friends, is the book unhaul for May. And I have more to come. And I'm going to be probably finding out, oh, that seemed really interesting. Why am I unhauling it? But I am. Made a decision, sticking to it. But yeah, so that's the book unhaul. Went over our little book possibilities list, the book of the month, the book theme, the book theme of the month. And also, I would just like to... I made notes. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, like it said, I finished 2 books in April. The guest list, and, well, I'll be finishing the Pet Cemetery. And, we're going to move it. This is, no. yeah, I went to the library, picked up the one book, Mother-Daughter Murder, whoopsie, Night. This is, sorry, and I'm very unprofessional. I'm not a I'm not a cinematographer. So yeah, so I'm listening to the audio of Founding Mothers, but this is the book I actually have. It looks like this, by Cokie Roberts. Yeah, this talks about the women, the wives, the founding fathers, and other people during the Revolutionary era, what these women were doing. Some of them, the men were off in Philadelphia, deciding to depart from England. Hence, 1776 came around, and we have the Declaration of Independence. But yeah, so I found this on audio, so I have read it, but it's interesting. So I'm glad I got the audio for the second go around, because it's narrated by Cokie Roberts, so I get to hear what her, and I'm sure I've heard her voice before. I'm sure I've seen her on interviews. So that's those. And also, when I picked up the book today at the library, I did not know this, but they have a little magazine. I guess I don't know. I've never seen it before. Maybe I get there and they're all out of them by the time I get to the library. But it's dated May 2024. It's called Book Page. It's a little, like, magazine, I guess. I don't know if it's just for libraries that they hand out. It's free. It was free. It was sitting there where I go and check out my book at the little machine. They have a little machine, and I sit my book down and I scan my card, and I don't have to go to the desk with the people. Not that the people's bad. I prefer just in and out, But yeah, so this little magazine, so it's called Book Page. We're doing book talk, so we talk about Book Page now. That's interesting. And it says, Spellbound, you'll be enchanted by 3 new cozy fantasy novels, including The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields. Like I said, I don't hardly ever read fantasy. There might be some here and there that trickle in, but I don't know. But somebody else might be interested in it. And then, so I guess the book page, it's a good little, like, it's got a few pages here. I guess it's got, I don't know, maybe 31 pages. So they have there's like, the cover story is cozy fantasies, and then it has features. A feature is police procedurals. Procedurals. I'm saying that weird. Q&A, interview, blah blah blah, and then it has reviews. It has columns, like people doing write-ups. Columns of romance, audio, whodunit, book clubs, lifestyles, sci-fi, fantasy, and the whole list. Anyway, so, like, so you can't see my face. Well, you don't really need to see my face, but I can't see if I'm showing you I don't know if you're seeing anything. So yeah, it was stuff about books, which, maybe this is something I can pick up at the library every month, and we'll talk about it on Book Talk. We'll talk about what's in Book Page on Book Talk on a Thursday. Culinary tour of Asia, the explorer who came in from the cold. Has all these books. I don't know if you've seen that very good. Anyway. Oh, that must be the cover story with this cozy fantasies. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for the police one really fast. I want to know what that one's about. It has Emily Henry's funny story in here. Anywho, oh, Erik Larson. Yeah, that was a book I want to get to yeah, I want to read that one too. That one's in here. This little history book. by Eric Larson. It's called The Demon of Unrest. And this book is about... Sorry. Just, yeah, ignore me momentarily. It is... Let's have a moment of silence until I figure this out. Come on. Come on. Well, anyway, the saga of hubris, heartbreak, and heroism in the dawn of the Civil War. Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Civil War. Civil War. Yeah, I thought I read an Eric Larson, or I have an Eric Larson that I haven't read. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. I think I read one of his. Anyway. Let's see. And then there's another, there's just all kinds of little book write-ups in here. Of all kind, looks like all kinds of, what's in a name? And Darcy Little Badger's Shin Lindy, the prequel to her acclaimed, oh Lord, I can't even pronounce that, but I'll let you look. I can't pronounce the names. It's just my personal troubles I struggle with. Sometimes the brain stops working. It did today. I had my doctor's appointment, and when I was checking in, that she asked me my birthday, and I was like, we both laughed because I said my brain stopped. That's not why I was at the doctor's office. It was just a routine thing I go to. It wasn't about my brain. She probably thought I should have gone to a brain surgeon, but yeah, for some reason the birthday, or no, it wasn't the birthday. It was worse than that. It was my phone number. Oh my God. She was asking me my phone number. I couldn't even get the first 3 digits. I was like, oh my God. And then it came to me because she gave me a hint. That's how today's been going. I need more Diet Pepsi. Anyway. So it says meet Kathy Wu. It looks like they did a cartoon or something. I don't know what that is. But anywho, yeah, so that's a book page. Maybe we'll see if we can get that once a month at the library, and we can just, maybe not talk about it, just a few things. Page 7. I want to see the police thing it said, and I didn't get to it. Sorry. This will end when I get to what I want. Oh, it's just some different. Okay, this is the page. This is the page. The past haunts the present. 2 new mysteries explore the aftermath of murder. Okay, Under the Storm and The Hunter's Daughter. I don't know if these are true story or this little right there. Made up, fiction. But that's the page I was looking for. Anywho, yeah. So that's book page. We're at book talk. So yeah. So this month, May, we have May the 4th be with you. Cinco de Mayo on the 5th. If you don't know, it's May 5th. Mother's Day. Then of course. If you don't know us, you don't care about this part. It's my dad's birthday and my sister's birthday this month. And I have 2 aunts. It's there. We have a lot of birthdays. I have aunts. I have cousins. Their birthdays are in May. I have, and then one of my cousins, he had a son, and his son is born on his birthday, which is on my sister's birthday. May is crazy birthday months. I don't know what happened with that, but somebody, they went crazy, and May is crazy. Anywho, so yeah, I did a lot of stuff today, and I just wanted to get this Thursday video up, and wish you a happy May. Yesterday was May Day. It's a thing, I think, mostly in Europe, but in Hawaii, it's called Lei Day, L-E-I, Lei, the lei. It's, they celebrate the aloha and Goodwill and, you know, that stuff. So they give out leis. Make leis. It's Lei Day in Hawaii, May 1st. Celebrates the spirit of aloha and proves that the meaning of the lei goes beyond flowers on a string. So it's just celebrating the spirit of aloha, and you know, it's a good fun thing. I like that. Just thought I'd drop that in there. But yeah, so that's May. That's the book haul. That's May's book theme is mothers, and I have all those possibilities. Like I said, I'm listening to one right now. I picked one up today that I'm going to start. And we have our Star Wars story. I'm interested in that. That sounds interesting. And then what was the other one I was thinking about? Sounds The Mother-in-Law by Sally Hepworth. And the cozy mystery one, the Mother's Day Murder. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a rest of your day or good evening or whatever it is you're watching this. But it's May 2nd today, Thursday, and I am going to wind down and finish my drink. And we already had pizza we have early dinner, so I'm good to go. I'm pooped, and I wish you a good May, and we will see you back here for bookish stuff on, hopefully, we cross our fingers, unless the cats get me run ragged and I lose my mind, we'll be back on Tuesday, okay? Have a good one. Thanks.